And we're live.
All right. In iLaw Part 2, we're going to properly introduce the GOAT, Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Well, all right. Well, Jimmy may or may not be the greatest of all time, but I already used the GOAT emoji, so it's you, brother. I wonder how we're going to slide an eggplant into episode 4. To find out, go visit iLaw.theinsuranceschool.com, okay? For the web version. Look, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna pull a Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm gonna go off script here for a second. If you go over to iLaw.theinsuranceschool.com, Google is gonna see you go over there. They're gonna see you spend all that time reading my stuff, and they're gonna be like, man, this Jason guy must be really interesting if all these people are spending 4 hours on his class. Look, you guys know I'm not that interesting. You're stuck on this class, right? So look, don't be like a secret ninja coming through my content. Leave a like, leave a comment. I don't care if the comment is like, yo, Jason, you look stupid in that t-shirt. I don't care, man. Just leave a comment. You know how this thing works, right? You see something, say something. I know that's reserved for like the Patriot Act, but if you see me on YouTube or on Spotify, say what's up, all right? Anyway, let's come back. Remember, we were talking about slipping an eggplant into episode 4. All right? But anyway, parts 3 and 4 of this course continue bragging about the CFO. It's like I got a man crush on dude or something like that. The difference is part 3 is going to focus primarily on the CFO's responsibilities with the Department of Financial Services. Well, actually, I should say it's going to focus on the Department of Financial Services as a whole, right? The authority of all the divisions together. Section 4 is really just going to talk about the divisions individually and identify what they do, what's their niche, okay? And over here, I just want to point out, I know you like this informalness, right? It's because I absolutely hate reading textbooks. No Indian chief ever, can you imagine an Indian chief coming up like, come, around the campfire. I'm going to grab my textbook. We are going to open page 432, section 29, hunting buffalo. What? Absurd, dude. That never happened. Information is conveyed through stories. That's why we're so informal like this, right? So, anyway, most of the stories I'm going to tell you, they come directly from the CFO website, which is why they allow me to get away with talking to you like this, okay? I'm literally pulling them off myfloridacfo.com. If you go all the way to the bottom, in the footer, you're going to see press releases. Click. Oh, that's where Jason's getting all his content from. You could be just as clever as me. See that? Oh. Anyway, what's the name of that website? iLaw.theinsuranceschool.com. So, if you're reading this, I just want to let you know, if you're reading this, how is that going to work? Because I'm reading the class, right? So technically when I say if you're reading this, it was like you're reading that. But most of you, the only reason you got here is because you found my content. You're like, I bet this Jason guy sounds sexy. Cool, maybe I do. On iLaw, at the top of every page, are these recordings broken down in sync with the content, okay? Just remember that. Right next to those recordings, what do you got? You got the video. The video is there. All you have to do is download the flashcards. Poof, we're good. Drive around. You could be in your car, stuck in traffic, listening to me, getting your CE credits. That's fine. That's great. I don't think anybody else is offering you that. Just make me feel neglected that you didn't say thank you, Jason, for allowing me to listen in my car like it feels audible. But whatever. If you want to watch, no judgment though. I kind of like when you guys watch because once again it boosts my algorithm. So if you're looking for us on YouTube though, Power Moves Podcast. What's the I stand for? Insurance, independent, either or, don't care. Insurance, Power Moves Podcast on YouTube. All right, all versions sync with this course though, okay? We even have live instructor-led seminar versions with on-demand replays. So like this class right here, on that version right there, those people back there are alive. You guys right here are being recorded. Those people back there don't have to take a test, but you people do. All right, why? Because they're boosting my algorithm, therefore they get rewarded. You guys are just tying in because you're stuck. I got you. Only other option is like one of those other schools. And I told you, I had to do CE with those other schools. Just take my word for it, all right? It wasn't that good. All right. Anyway, ... Look, if you do have a textbook, actually, you know what, David? I'm just realizing I'm jumping back and forth between pre-licensing and CE because I don't have a textbook. Hopefully you got rid of that textbook. I'm trying to get rid of my textbook, all right? You guys are CE. But anyway, don't forget, just smash a comment. Just leave a comment, like, all right? All the courses, like this one here, we're all Department of Financial Services authorized instructors, okay? So every time you sit down with one of our instructors from theinsuranceschool.com, that time that you spend with that person, that's not just training, it's all CE. You gotta check out the rest of our stuff, okay? Just on a sidebar, does it seem like I'm trying to get you to notice the word authorized? Because I'm throwing it around. It's like I'm just littering the page with authorized. DFS loves that crap, all right? But look, if you're fresh out of pre-licensing and you're a rookie, you know, all the way up to the veterans, just remember, none of us can avoid taking this 4-hour law and ethics class, okay? This is every 24 months. Why 24 months? Because your compliance period is 24 months. When is your CE due? It is not due on your birthday. I am so tired of marking that question wrong. It is due on the last day of your birth month. Do you hear the sarcasm being delivered? It's not even sarcasm, right? It's probably a little bit of irritation there, right? How do you people not know that your CE is not due on your birthday? It is due on the last day of your birth month. Remember that. I promise that's going to be a test question, all right? Why do I promise it's going to be a test question? Because we're doing CE, and I'm sick and tired of you guys calling Kelly, asking her, oh my God, it's December 10th, and I forgot to do my CE, and I have 24 hours due by the end of midnight. No, you don't. It's due by the 31st. Come on. Get it together. Anyway. Look, didn't I tell you? Nobody gets special treatment around here, right? Not even me. Everybody's got to do this class. So, let's see. I'm going to stop right there. Everybody's got to do this class. Do I really need this is a transition. I don't really need it. From fresh out of blah, blah, blah. No one gets special treatment around here. Apparently, last run, let's see. Oh, I could have dropped that chicken. All right, I'm just going to jump back in. All right. Just say jump right in from does it seem like I'm trying to get you to notice the word authorized?
That was a good point. Good part to
all right. Does it seem like I'm trying to get you guys to notice the word authorized? Authorized. All right, you do know that in order for you to be authorized as a licensed insurance agent, that means that you are licensed and you've obtained an appointment with an insurer that allows you to sell a policy. Without the insurer appointment, you are unauthorized. You are just licensed. If you sell something without being without being appointed, you're a felon. Just want to go ahead and let you know, you're a felon. Nobody gets special treatment around here either, right? So we're going to dive back into the CE thing because everyone's got to do this class. So make sure you tell your friends that, Jay's got a really good class. You got to go ahead and take that 4 hours of law and ethics with Jay, because I took one of those other schools and I fell asleep through it 3 times, and I woke up, my face was sticking to my computer, and I had to go send it to the Geek Squad because I drooled all in my keyboard. This could happen. This could happen. All right? Apparently that last round of CE that I did, it caused some unforeseen negative effect on my psyche, okay? And it seems like these last round of classes were so incredibly boring that I developed a severe case of bibliophobia. That's a fear of books. Fear of books? That's not true. But check out my podcasts and videos anyway, all right? Can you identify at least 5 test-worthy topics that we've touched on so far? If not, no worries. You can run into them at the end of the episode quiz, or you can find them on iFlash for you. iLaw, right? So make sure the rest of these keywords and concepts jump out and bite you in the face, let's identify what our tested topics look like. Authority, authorized. Green means it's a test question, period. Pinky promise, you're going to be asked at least 2 questions about the agent authorization process on your CE final exam. That same exact content is also used in our pre-licensing course, so you shouldn't listen to people who say that you're never going to use pre-licensing again, because you totally are. Now, everything about this required course is a pre-licensing review. Sorry to tell you. So if you did it crappy on your CE exam, woo, I don't know how you got through pre-licensing if you didn't hear that from me, right? The fact that we're required to review basic insurance laws every 2 years tells you how important the CFO thinks these topics are. Do you think I want to use the word authority and authorize constantly? Nope, but authorization is the core of the insurance consumer protections. Insurance agent licensing and the insurer appointment process is a big part of maintaining your professional standards. Licensing, it establishes a minimum competency, accountability, expectations. How does it do that? By making sure that you've jumped through the hoops. If you answered the question and we have it on file, can you say you didn't know? Ignorance is never a defense. You're just stuck. You're just stuck. All right? So anyway, just think of CE like a licensing checkpoint. They're here to help, just keep you guys in sync with the marketplace. Not to mention, you ever notice that everything in this business of insurance is transparent? Everything, like when it comes down to marketing, when it comes down to how we communicate with the public, everything has to be clear and transparent. It's efficient that way. The CFO's Department of Financial Services, it's so transparent they need to know where you are at all times, all times. When an agent moves primary residence, you got to notify the DFS within 30 days. If you don't notify the DFS after a move, you're looking at fines. $250 fine for that first offense. Now, I just want to point out, very similar with consumer services, failure to communicate with consumer services if a client has an issue, first offense is $250, kind of across the board. Here now, if it happens again, the DFS can impose a $500 fine and suspend or revoke your license. They're strict with administrative responsibilities because it makes consumer services easier. If I had an issue, or let's put it this way, if you had an issue and you're like, hello, Department of Financial Services, I want to complain about Jason Perez. He did this, this, and this. Look, they don't want to go all around looking for me. They want to go directly to the Division of Agent and Agency Services and say, hey, let me see Jason Perez's information. Pull up his email address and phone number. Bam! That's it. They're going to send me a notice if it's just a consumer complaint, and I got 20 days to respond, right? If they can't find me, am I going to respond in 20 days? No, I'm going to get a fine. So yeah, if you don't update your records with the Department of Financial Services and they catch you twice, $500 of a fine or a suspension. All right. So let's see, unauthorized entities. What does that mean? It means you're an imposter. We just talked about that, right? In order to be authorized, that means you are licensed and appointed. You can't sell, United Healthcare if you don't have a United Healthcare appointment. It's just that easy, all right? Come back, iPad, come back. Where was I, David? Oh, there we go. $500 fine.
Yep.
All right. What?
It's a signal for myself.
All right. If it happens again, the department can impose a $500 fine or suspend or revoke your license. Look, they want to know where you are. If a consumer makes a complaint, they want to easily be able to send you an email, make a phone call, send you a letter, something. They got to know where you are. You're supposed to respond to a complaint within 20 days. If they don't know where you are, can you respond to the complaint? No. It's going to cost you money, and it could lose your license because we're supposed to know where you are, period. All right? So let's talk about these unauthorized industry terrorists, okay? Because anybody who does conduct the business of insurance without being authorized, you might as well be an industry terrorist. It's third-degree felony. If someone calls you a bad name, sticks and stones, right? But if someone calls you an unauthorized entity, turn yourself in or run because it's a third-degree felony on your record, baby. Woo! Whoop, whoop. So conducting the business of insurance goes, conducting the business of insurance goes when a person, oh, well, that needs to be edited. That's 14 minutes. Let's just grab that.
Okay.
Damn, I need to blow my nose. My nose is so itchy.
Let me pause.